another hit show, man. We got
Krayzie Bone, of course.
Krayzie Bone in the
Bone.
house. We a house, Ohio Don, man. How you doing? How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay out the way, man. Stay safe. It's crazy out here right now. For real.
Yeah,
it's crazy coming from Krayzie. Now you know it's crazy when Krayzie Bone say it's crazy.
Yeah, got to be crazy. Crazy.
Real tough.
It's crazy. Man, you got a lot going on, man. Y'all hot right now. Y'all been hot forever, man. How you feeling right now with all the fanfare and the interviews and everything going on? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's just another day at work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you definitely are seasoned, so I can understand that. I mean, being a Grammy winner and being also a member of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I mean, I understand exactly where you're coming from. So, I mean, I'm going to jump into my first question because I want to know, was it a challenge to enter the music industry? And was it even more of a challenge coming from Ohio?
Man, that definitely in the era we was trying to get into the music industry, you know, because it wasn't no internet. It wasn't, you know, you couldn't just walk up into the radio station talk about listen to my demo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like you had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
it's crazy you said that because I mean y'all was viral before viral was viral. Like y'all was going viral when viral wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, man, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like it was a little harder for us, man, because it was, you know, we actually had to get out and search for talent shows and keep our ear to the streets and try to find out, you know, whatever music function was jumping off that we could be heard, especially in Ohio and Cleveland, where the music scene was very, very small. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we did what we could in Cleveland until we realized that we, you know, after we put out our local album, Faces of Death, after it did what it did in the region of Ohio, you like when we saw how fast it took off, we knew that we had to leave Cleveland if we wanted to go further in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So that's when we made the move to LA.
That's dope.
That's dope. And you know what? It's crazy that you said that about connections, because I was gonna ask you, what role do you feel like making the right connections? What role do you feel like that played? How important was that for your music career?
Man, it's very important. I mean, because before we met Eazy E, we ran into a lot of dudes who said they was gonna do this and do that. Everybody gonna run into that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna get right to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you're gonna run into some obstacles, but you just gotta recognize when you running with the right one, man. And Eazy was definitely the right one. The late great, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely the right one. So like, and he understood the whole vision. He understood the vision from the jump. Like, didn't ask no questions. The only question he asked us after he heard his rap was, "Where y'all from?"
Crazy thing. I got a crazy story for Krayzie Bone. I first seen y'all live in concert about '94. I was a young kid. It was at the Highland Theater in Akron, Ohio. I mean, we love Bone so much. I think it was 3 of us. We put our money together to buy y'all first tape, and we dubbed the other tapes for each so we all could have one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so y'all was really popping. Y'all was popping. Like when that style came out, people was like, "Oh man, this is the most craziest thing that they ever heard." But what I want to ask you is when did you feel like you was famous?
Man, it was it was when we had started doing like the when we started doing like the big shows and we would see the crowd reaction. Like, I mean, it was mainly like the females. It was crazy. It was just like it's like we would literally like get chased like the Jacksons or something like.
That's crazy.
Like it used to be crazy. Like the dudes was always cool. Like we never really needed security for like for dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like they was always cool with like the females. Just they was a bit aggressive.
So that's a telltale sign to the artist, right? When the women start chasing you, you know you made it.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was seeing the reaction from the fans. Like we would do shows and Like we saw people in the crowd crying, and like people would be passing out and stuff like that. We was like, yo, son, this is some next level shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
So,
coming from Cleveland to doing that. I mean, what artists that you were surprised that knew you? You know, you coming up, you popping, you doing this, but this like, man, damn, you know me? Like, this crazy.
Bro, this is crazy because it's the artist. What's crazy is it's the artist that is the reason that I rap, and that's LL Cool J.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
So it's like
that had to be crazy.
That had to be crazy.
Yeah,
LL Cool J saying he know you and your music and
right. So like and it's so crazy because the whole story is so crazy. So the time, if y'all saw the NWA movie, when Eazy E was in New York and he went to the club and he met Ice Cube inside the club.
Yeah.
Like we was with Eazy that night. That night was epic. You know what I'm saying? Like because when we got to the club, we got to the door, Heavy D was standing at the front door, like and he started a conversation with Eazy. They was just chopping it up, and Heavy D was like, yeah, I heard of y'all. I heard y'all keep doing your thing. But then we went up inside the club. The club was the Tunnel in New York. And then like we walking through the crowd, and I felt somebody like tug on my hood, and I turn around. It's a nigga LL Cool J over in the corner, like he had on a white fur.
That is
he had on a white fur coat with a white fur hat, and he was like, "Yo, I'm seeing what you're doing. Y'all boys big up." I was like, "Son," I was like, "Yo," LL just said
that had to be somewhat intimidating though, because you didn't meet LL Cool J out of form. He was in LL Cool J form, like you said. He had fur on.
Yeah. He was in full LL mode, like no full LL mode, like. And I was tripping. I was like, yo, man. And this was like when Eazy was alive. So we didn't like this was only our EP because Eazy passed away before our album came out. Yeah. So this was only off of like Thuggish Ruggish Bone and For the Love of Money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because Eazy was with us. So it was crazy. That was very, very early on in the game. It was wild.
So a lot of people and fans know about the love that Eazy E had, you know, and the love y'all had. But like, can you explain a little bit how y'all relationship was?
Man, what's crazy is like we only got to kick it with Eazy E for like a year before he passed away.
Really?
Like it's crazy. Like we met him, we did all that, like did the whole EP, the Thuggish Ruggish Bone, did those videos and everything within a year's time. Of us rapping on the phone to him, going back to Cleveland to meet him bringing us back out to LA, us going to the studio, putting these singles out because like he put us in the studio immediately, and then like we just started going to work recording music, and he was like, we need to put this music out now. And so like we put the music out, and it was like, man, it was crazy.
If you think about it, it sounded like he almost knew like y'all was on a short time frame or something. You know, man, it's crazy that you say it like that, but it got me thinking, you know, a lot of people didn't know his health at the time, but
I mean, I just take it as Eazy was like, he was ready to get back on though, because at the time he was the underdog.
Okay.
And I think when he discovered us, he was like, okay, I'm back. Because he was gearing up. Like he was geared. That's the whole reason he went in, cleared house at Ruthless Records, fired Jerry Heller, and you know what I'm saying, got rid of everybody because he was getting ready to make a comeback. He was even in talks with Cube and them about like possibly like reuniting because that's something
he was ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was something he really, really wanted to do, like was get back with
can I ask you, how did his, not to dig too deep, but how did his death affect you guys as a group and you as an individual as well?
Man, it was crazy because it's like you got to think for us, it's like, okay, we set out to get signed by Eazy E. Like, I mean, we literally told people when we left Cleveland, we want to get signed by Eazy E. Like, that's what we told people. We was like, and when we come back, we're going to come back with Eazy and a video crew. So when that happened, it was like, everything was just like crazy because it was like, and it all happened within a year. So it was like, man, we chased our dream, catch it, get signed to the person we wanted to get signed to. we come out, have crazy success, and all of a sudden he died. We was like, that was the quickest ride ever. that was the quickest way to talk about one hit wonder. We was like, man, it's over.
That
quick,
is crazy. You think about it, like at one moment you got everything in the palm of your hand, everything is working out exactly how it was intended, and to lose such a power player.
This made me think of this question. I mean, you guys did music with Eazy E before he died. You guys did music with Tupac before he died. Yeah. You guys did music with Biggie right before he died. These really the legends on the top of the mountain. And it's like, man, it's like, you know, like you guys ran into everybody, you know, in the flesh. I mean, you know, how was the recording a song with Tupac? How was that?
Man,
with him doing the thug life thing and y'all Bone Thugs and Harmony and all that connection. Like, how was that?
I mean, we ran into Tupac on several occasions, like, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't in the studio with when they actually done the song. But they said when he came to the studio, they pulled up the beat, like that first beat with the gunshots. He was like, "That's the one." You know what I'm saying? And they just got down on that. You know what I'm saying? But we was always running into each other in traffic, and you know, like saying like we got to do something. You know, the fans want it, the thugs and the thugs. You know what I'm saying? So we got to link up.
That was the connection, huh? The thug and the thug.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I mean, man, it just finally happened. It just finally happened, and it was we had no idea that, you know, like that that these guys would pass away, and like these it just seemed like everything that happened with Bone is just the success is success, but it's eerie success kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what is so dope that y'all took advantage of a lot of those opportunities, because you got a lot of great artists. They'll never have a chance to do a song with some of these people, you know, because they're past, you know, they're gone. So it's like y'all really took advantage of opportunities. So shouts out, you know, to y'all for doing that and moving the way y'all did as well.
Grammy Award winning. Y'all guys is from Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio.
Shouts out to y'all.
I mean, y'all may be one of the biggest groups ever. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, like, we do music and stuff too in hip hop. We're from Ohio as well. But as us, we traveling around, we notice like the hip hop scene in Ohio is different from New York. It's different from Atlanta. It's different from LA. Like, what you believe from you seeing it? What you believe that Ohio could do to make their hip hop scene more powerful, like a New York or LA or Atlanta?
Stay different. Don't be like nobody else. Embrace what our sound is, what our style is, what our different, you know what I'm saying? Embrace us being different. Make them love it. That's exactly what we did. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
If it's dope, they can't. If it's dope and it's raw talent, they can't deny it.
Yeah.
They can't deny it. They're gonna want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got some hits to this day. We still bumping. It's BB at the front. And we over here like this, it's that time.
Now, first of the month, every first of the month we playing that. I mean, come on,
that's ritual. That's tradition.
Is a legendary song. I can't, you know, I'm gonna say this too. You know, I took the score on Verzuz. We watching Verzuz, and this the only Verzuz I ever kept score. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I mean?
This is no lie.
This no lie. It's a real. I'm tallying it up song for song, right? You know what I mean? I'm upset y'all didn't do first of the month, but I don't know why y'all didn't do that. I gotta ask, why didn't you do first of the month?
Bro, I think like you know, like because we had like a plan of songs that we was gonna play, but I think when the drama jumped off, you know, like things kind of.
I think y'all was trying to keep it close. Was y'all trying to keep it close?
If you notice before that though, if you notice before that, like everybody was vibing, the vibe was loose, everybody was, the spirit was up. Then after that, shit was kind of tense. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of tense, like, so everybody was on the edge, and you know, like everybody's mind wasn't really on them songs at the time, like you know what I'm saying. So I think it just kind of got kind of lost in the whole and all the drama that jumped off.
So at the time, y'all was just trying to wrap it up, basically.
Get
done with it.
I mean, not basically like trying to wrap it up because, like, I mean, we were still like trying to go. We had more songs to do. They had more songs to do. So I mean,
okay.
I don't understand why it got cut early. Maybe they thought,
so we didn't even know.
Maybe they thought some more fighting was gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe. Well, but y'all got a history. People know the history. We ain't gonna really touch on it. You know what I mean? But y'all got a history, so I guess that's why it got like that or whatever. I don't know. Maybe what some people say on the internet say y'all did that for the show, like that was just to make the show better, or you know what I mean?
Well, I wish they'd let me in on it.
I would have thought that too, but I was like, I don't think they that good at actors. I was kind of feeling the tension through the screen. I was like, I don't know, it's getting a little thick up there. So I can only imagine, how y'all was feeling being in that moment.
And we gotta give you a shout out, man. Y'all did bring Tasha up. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah.
Y'all brought it. That was so Tasha. Dope to bring Tasha. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, I've been talking to Tasha for a while, man. And then when this came about, I was like, yo, you got to be here. Let's go for real.
And that's big. That's big. That's the one thing I love about Verzuz. People bringing people up that maybe didn't have the Grammy Award, and you know what I'm saying, but they get that chance, because I seen they brought some people up that we hadn't heard from, and y'all brought Tasha up. That was big. And the song with Chameleon there, y'all brought him up. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Y'all brought a lot of acts out that like nobody was expecting. Like that was very unexpected. The whole thing, I think you just kept people in suspense.
But I gotta ask. I mean, who do you think won? I mean,
who you think won?
Come on, man. Come on.
I thought the same thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the same thing. I said, man, that cross killed him at the end.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Some of I didn't agree with some of the songs we played. Yeah. But I think that was also in the midst of like all the, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the songs we played, I was like, son, like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But man, like the energy. I mean, honestly, I'm like to take nothing away from nobody. Like we two different groups.
Yeah.
Facts.
From two different worlds.
Yeah.
They created and control their lane. We created and control our lane. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like both legendary, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't been on that stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just real like talk. It was really homage to both groups, man. And that's what it was. They won and we won. Because if you talk to their fans, they say the same thing, they won. So I mean,
right.
Respect. Right. That's big respect.
Right. We fans of both, because we love the Memphis rap. We love the Memphis rap, but we from Ohio, so I guess I am a little biased because we from Ohio, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all keep y'all dear to our heart. Bone is dear to the hearts in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put on for us, so I guess I'm a little biased, but we did like both of y'all. Both, it was dope. It was a dope show. It was the best Verzuz I had seen for real to this day. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just like, it seemed to me like y'all still had that passion and that fire in y'all. It just, when y'all all got up there on the same accord, it just felt like y'all was on the same thing. So it was like y'all was doing y'all thing for sure.
And the dope part of that is you and DJ Paul, I'm hearing y'all got something cooking. You know what I'm saying? Something cooking, and we've been waiting on it. Can you talk about what y'all got going on?
Yeah, me and Paul been working on something, man. We've been working on the like all this year, we've been working on a project together, whole album. We got like 8 or 9 songs done. I'm waiting for him now. He hit me the other day and said he's working on a fresh batch of tracks. So I'm waiting for him to shoot me them.
And I know that's gonna be crazy.
Go ahead and finish, man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now, the album was crazy after we recorded the 2 songs. It was like just 2 songs. I was like, oh man, they in trouble. Like this something serious right here, like for real, like. The
and then you also have Leads of the Legend. Leads of Legends album that's dropped, and then you also got the video to that, Surfing the Sky, right? And that's indeed. Fire. So
Leads of Legend album out, available on all streaming platforms now. The single is out off that, Surfing the Sky. You know
we
what
saw
I'm saying?
the video to that. Make sure y'all go check out
the video. It's hot.
Yes.
It's hot.
And if you
always.
And
What's the process? What's the difference between a Bone Thug album and a Krayzie Bone album? Like, what's the process? What's the difference in the process?
Oh man, it's more work. You know what I'm saying?
Which way?
It's way more work. But for me, like it's pretty much the same, because even with a Bone album, you know what I'm saying, I'm always first one to the studio, last one to leave. You know what I'm saying? That was the chemistry me and DJ Unique had. You know what I'm saying? Like he come up with the beat. He called me, come to the studio. I want you to hear some stuff. I go to the studio, hear the tracks, go in there, put the hooks down. Everybody else come in. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much. But when I do my album, like just the concepts are for me. Yeah. I've even used a lot of concepts that I had for myself for Bone projects. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay in the studio like just working all the time, like for real.
Now you guys, we know y'all came out with y'all had your own record label, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong. So y'all had your own record label early in. What was the difference being the boss, running your own record label versus, you know, being an artist? I mean, what was the advantages of having your own record label, or what's the disadvantages?
Shit, again, more work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, I mean, like, you're really responsible. Like, I mean, you gotta be about it. You gotta be about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of responsibility with that when you're looking up the other artists, and you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it's more rewarding?
Yeah, it's more rewarding. I think at the time, like when we first did it though, back then, like we didn't really have the knowledge that we needed. Like I said, we were only with Eazy E for a year. Yeah. That was our mentor, and we only got to be with him for a little less than a year, and so we basically just imitated what we saw him do for the short time we was with him. You know what I'm saying? We tried our best to imitate that. We got the office and signed artists, even though these were plans we had before we met Eazy E. We always had Mo Thug Records and other artists. We already had our whole entourage before we met Eazy E. We had plans, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was all in the making.
Well, that's dope.
So just to speak of some more projects you got going on, I know you got Crazy Melodies project, disc 2 or a 2-disc project, and then you also got second volume of Chasing the Devil. That's to be released. You want to talk about those projects?
Yes, indeed. Crazy Melodies, the first volume was getting ready to drop. Crazy Melodies, Volume 1, Melodious, will be dropping probably late January, beginning of February. No later than the second week of February, probably.
Well, we can't wait to hear that. And then also, I know you're still independently doing shows. You got podcasts, Truth Talks, another one, Thug Stories. What's going on with that? It seems like you got a lot of ventures going on, and it's definitely enough to get the fans excited and pumped up. So let's talk about Truth Talks and Thug Stories on your podcast.
Yeah, Truth Talks are 2 different podcasts. One is when I do with my partner Keith G. We talk about, you know, like different subjects like religion, politics, entertainment, everything. Everything is all real. Like, it's not one of those podcasts where we sit up and talk about gossip about other celebrities or what's in the entertainment news and stuff like that. We talk real stuff, real life.
So y'all get a little deep.
Exactly. That's gonna,
man, we got to tune into that, because definitely. I'm not gonna lie to you, Krayzie, man. You might be the most laid back person I ever spoke to in my life. I mean, you laid back, cool, calm, and collective. I definitely got to tap into that.
Because he's saving for the mic, man.
And
you know he'll be playing in the booth when he
definitely
saving for the mic, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, it's crazy. I want to talk about these styles, man. Bone Thugs and Harmony, to me, it's a lot of talk about styles and who created this, who came up with this and that. I mean, me personally, y'all the first people I heard with that. To me, the Twister, Bone Thugs, y'all rap different to me. Yeah. You know, y'all got the harmony, more the, you know, he just, you know, the fast, boom, boom, boom. Y'all all rapping fast, but y'all got the harmony element in it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, the styles, when people was trying to say who came up with it, what was first, to me, it was like, you know, these are different styles. I mean, you know, you're not saying that somebody that's rapping slow and somebody else rapping slow is the same style. You know what I mean? Just because y'all sped it up, y'all stuff was different. I mean, do you think y'all stuff was different or what?
Yeah, yeah, man. It was definitely different what we did. The formula of what we did, and because it was 5 different individuals, brought 5 different elements, 5 different voice pitches, and it made it different. But I will say that it's really not anybody that in the industry that can say, no artist in the industry can really say that they're 100% original. No artist can say that. I
feel that.
Yeah.
Because we all was inspired by somebody. Right. When you're inspired by somebody, you tend to pick up habits and traits from the person that inspired you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may take what you take from them and make it your own, because that's what it's about, you're still inspired from somebody. Like, so we got our style. There were rappers before us that rapped fast and like listen to Jamaican music. You know what I'm saying? They always had the little, they always had the little twist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just like the way we presented it, what we talked about, the way we like our look, the unity in us, the harmony, all that, all that made Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, you gotta that made the dynamics. That made up the dynamics of the group. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all chemistry was so unique. It was something that had nobody had ever seen it like that before.
We liked it, and no doubt we liked it all. We love Twister, we love Bone, we like 36, Crucial Conflict. We can go to Speed Not Monsters. We can go through a lot of them. We love them all, but y'all all different.
Facts.
You get what I mean? Like, I don't do I never picked up a Bone album and picked up a Twister album or 36 album and was like, man, this is the same. Yeah. Or this is similar. To me, it seemed like the media was trying to put artists against each other back in the day, maybe to help sell records or whatever. I don't know what they was trying to do, but to me, I didn't get the comparison. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to get it from you to see what you thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, you're right about the media. You know, like they, they stir up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask me, the media was the cause, for the whole East Coast, West Coast thing that get out of hand. They're the cause for a lot of these beefs like today, because like you really ain't got to print something negative that this person said, but you choose to anyway. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
they trying to sell. Like, they trying to sell papers or sell stories or get clickbait or whatever. So they using the artists. You know what I mean? And these y'all guys real life. So you know what I mean.
But see, that's why I loved, even with the thing that happened at Verzuz, I loved how he came out and said, "Look, this is hip hop." Like, he was able to control the narrative and he spoke on it. Before media could take over and be like, oh, it's some crazy beef. And,
exactly.
That was a beautiful thing, how y'all handled that situation as well.
Yeah, very true.
For sure.
It's dope y'all coming together, doing some projects together, man, because this what the fans want, man. We want to hear you on more stuff. And, just like this stuff with Chameleon there. I mean, that song, I heard a story about it. I heard that it was like a producer called you and you just came in and did the track and then it took off. See, we want to hear more stuff like that. How did it feel, that song going that crazy like that, and it's not being like a Bone thing? This is something that you did with Chameleon there.
Man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just taught me like this, like in this industry, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, you never know who you turning down when people ask you for your support, early on in their careers. You know what I'm saying? And they blow up.
People, and that's why I was saying earlier, like, that's why y'all deserve a lot of respect, because y'all didn't really y'all took advantage of a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, definitely.
And like you said, you don't know which one is that opportunity. So shouts out to y'all. And then just some more stuff you got going on. Like, you got the cannabis company, you got the THC syrup.
Let's stop on the cannabis company.
No, I want to say them all.
Yeah.
I gotta say them all. And and then we'll go back in. But I don't want to miss anything because this man got so much going on that you know sometimes the media and the spotlight they don't want to shed that light on these positive things and on these great things that our artists and our bosses, CEOs, or people in the industry are doing. So I want to make sure I shed light on them before we go in on them. So he got the cannabis company, the THC syrup, the nonprofit organization Spread the Love, and then also the clothing line, which is the Life Apparel. So whichever one you want to start with, let's dig in. I'll leave it up to you. We can start with the cannabis, cannabis company and the THC syrup if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically what it is. Everybody, when you think of Bone Thugs and Harmony, we just resonate. Yeah. With cannabis, we get
especially when y'all made that song for Smoke.
Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, like we resonate with it, man, and like we I always wanted to do a you know what I'm saying, like once it was legal, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was a no-brainer, but just for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and like, like I said, just like other groups just doing it, like Cypress Hill and Snoop and Wiz, it's like a no-brainer, man. And there's a lot of education that comes along with. I really feel we should have a hand in it, a strong hand in it anyway, because we've been penalized for it for hundreds of years, went to jail for it. Some people still in jail doing heavy bids. But for cannabis, and all of a sudden people out here making a living off of it. I think that's really not cool. So some things need to change. Some working with some programs to help, like change the narrative to some of these things, man, and doing some of that with the nonprofit mixed in as well. You know what I'm saying? So
the nonprofit organization Spread the Love, what is that like? Let's touch bases on that. What does that stand for, and what is that about?
That's something that I'm doing back in my hometown, Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm in the process of acquiring the lot of my old elementary school to build a Bone Thugs, a BTNH academy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Museum, rec center, and all this like a plaza. You know what I'm saying? Like where people can go there and like take classes, learn the game. Whether you want to be an engineer, you want to learn the music business, like all this stuff. Gonna have all these courses there, you know what I'm saying? Right in the neighborhood where I went to school at, you know what I'm saying? So it's like right there. So I've been.
So you want to build, you building up the community and giving them options and giving them the tools to push to that next level if they want to do something in music or whatever services you'll provide.
Yeah, basically, and the museum that I want to do, I want to be a museum of all the artists or entertainers that made it out of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So people could come there from Ohio, just in the surrounding areas, and draw inspiration from this. You're like, okay, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people from Ohio, although they may not talk about it, there are so many people that made it from Ohio that's famous. You would hear and be like, what? Because there's a lot of people I didn't know, they never talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many people that's doing so many things, not just entertainment, but behind the scenes in big positions. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
this is true.
My whole goal is I'm also going to have my record label, the Life Entertainment station in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to feel like, they have somewhere to go to. You ain't got to go to LA. You ain't got to go to New York. We need to start this now.
And we need that.
And that is so needed.
That is amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. That type of inspiration, you're going to draw a lot of people. You're going to draw in a lot of people. So shouts out to that. And I can't wait, to see that transform.
Yeah, that's so dope. We definitely need that.
And then your clothing line, Life Apparel. What inspires you to start a clothing brand? And then also, what does it stand for?
Well, the Life, man, it's just like I said, it's just like it was just all inspired from the Bone culture. I mean, we wanted a few groups that was blessed to be able to start a culture within a culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because our fans are fanatics. You know what I'm saying? And they follow us through thick and thin. So it's like I wanted to make something so they would have like some authentic Bone gear, You know what I'm saying? Because it was many years went by to where they was getting ripped off from this one or that one. It was just like all over the place. And you know what I'm saying? Kind of wanted to bring everything in. You know what I'm saying? And like try to you know what I'm saying, like oversee what was going on. But we've been going for a good 20 years now. Going on 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It's been very successful. We've been doing other artists merch as well. So any other artists out there that need their merch done, quality merch, you know what I'm saying, holler at us, get at us.
And how can they get at you? Just for people that want to work with you, if you're open to doing, features, music, what's the best way for, fans or up and coming artists or anyone who may want to work with you on any type of, business? Yeah. How would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can get at me on IG at Krayzie_Bone. You can holler at my get at my assistant, Uniquely Coordinated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it just you can catch me Twitter. I am Krayzie Bone. Just DM me, man. You know what I'm saying? DM me.
You said you out here. He everywhere. He out here.
I got a couple more questions now, just from Krayzie Bone itself. Now, what is Krayzie Bone's favorite Bone album?
Man, I'll say Art of War because it was so many options. You know what I'm saying? Song options. You know what I'm saying? So many song options on that album, and it was a double CD. You know what I'm saying? So it was
dope. It was dope. I think my favorite maybe I think is Eternal. You know what I mean?
That's everybody's favorite.
That's probably my favorite. I remember my brother having beats and you playing that in the sound system. That was just produced so well. Yeah. It was like, man, that one came together. I really liked it. That's probably my favorite one. But that's dope. Art of War was dope too. I liked that too. You know what I mean? I liked that too. Yeah. So, quick question. Do you want to go independent or major label?
Man, I'm always independent. I'm never
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to
that's dope. That's dope. Independent. So you like radio or internet?
As far as what? Music?
Yeah, music. What's the you like the radio age or the internet age?
Okay.
I mean, I would have to say the internet because you can get your music and hear it when you want to hear it. You ain't got to sit up and listen to the radio and listen to them play the same song 15 times within the hour. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is we gonna get another Bone album? Is we gonna be? I know it's a lot of y'all got y'all older now. Everybody got their own stuff going on, but is we gonna get another Bone project for the fans? Is we gonna get one or not?
Man, whenever I'm asked that question, I say, talk to the other members of Bone because I'm always in the studio. I'm always studio working.
Y'all got your fans' mouth watering and drooling. We need another Bone album.
Harmony, what's going on?
You know, I'm always in the studio, so I'm ready.
You ready? That's dope.
And shouts out to you when you got projects coming out. You got projects out, so you've been continuously working. I have a question. I just want to know, do you have any advice for the up and coming artists?
Man, just man, just know the business, man. It's like just know the business as far as the business goes. Know the business. Make sure you got the right team. You know what I'm saying? As far as the music goes, man, like I said, just be different. Don't be scared to be different, even though it's so tempting to go the easy route and just do what everybody else is doing. But then you'll be lost in somebody else's wave. You know what I'm saying? You got to create your own wave, man, and make people want to surf with you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
That's dope. That's good advice. I got another question. It's going to be a hard one. Your favorite feature? I mean, you done songs with Tupac. You done songs with Biggie, Eazy, Chameleon there. You done songs with everybody, man. What's your favorite feature?
My favorite one would be the one we did with Phil Collins because it was so nobody was expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was expecting and Phil Collins had never done anything with any hip hop artist ever.
Yeah.
He had never let any artist sample any of his, you know what I'm saying, like music, like a lot of his music at that time. You know what I'm saying? But not only did he like clear the song, he got in the video with us and we got a chance to go out there and hang and kick it with him out in Switzerland. And it was like he was like a real down to earth dude, man, like real cool. And like that was a, you know, because I only knew about him because of my father. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a legend from their generation.
Yeah.
So to be able to do something like that, I'm like, yo, we topping everybody in the hip hop, baby, for real. We got Phil Collins.
Yeah. Big time. That's big time, man. That's really big, man. Hey, look, man, we really appreciate you, man, for coming to talk to us from one Ohioan to the next, man. Hey, look, we want to give you your flowers. We want to say, man, look, man, we appreciate everything you did for hip hop, everything you did for Ohio, everything that you continue to do, man. Hey, you is bringing the light to us. And we, you giving us something to cheer for and something us to represent and something for us to feel like it's us. This is us. Y'all representing us out there, man. We really appreciate y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. I know it's hard and I know it's a tough game, but y'all conquering it and y'all winning and y'all getting Grammys and y'all Verzuz and y'all got businesses and y'all doing y'all thing, man. And we really appreciate y'all. A lot of people don't say that to people, celebrities sometimes, and we just want to make sure here with Tap In with T.Vickz and Mrs.Dean, we want to make sure we let y'all know, man, we really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all didn't have to entertain us for 30 years, but y'all did.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
y'all
indeed.
did,
appreciate
man,
that.
and we really appreciate that, man. And
yes,
dope.
sir.
You continue to be dope, man, and you continue to do dope stuff, man. You got a fly life, man, and we just want to hopefully God bless everything that you got going on, man. And we just appreciate you for doing this interview, man.
For sure. And hope y'all enjoy it. Get a lot of jewels, get a lot of game. Go follow Krayzie Bone. Go get in touch with him. Check out the merch. You know, he got an amazing clothing brand. Check out everything that he got going on, man. And check out the T.Vickz and Mrs.Dean, man. Check out Trillionaire. Check out the clothing brand. Feel me? And on that note, we out.
Y'all know what it is. One.